Is that not going to work? What up, guys? We'll get started soon. I'm just going to hook up a couple things. That's not working. All right. I'm sharing. Okay. What's up, guys? I'm going to try to do a couple things before we start tonight because I'm going to try to do some screen sharing. So bear with me for these first couple minutes. What up, Rock? Okay. Okay. So the build is, well, I'm not doing a build night, but I thought it'd be fun to go through and do a mock build to see what type of mid-school bike we could build up on BMX Museum, and maybe do one with a couple old magazines and kind of figure out, what type of bike we could, if we had the money to right now, build up. This live stream's a little last minute because I forgot I had tickets to go to a basketball game with my wife tomorrow. So I was like, let's do it today. So we're going to jump into that. Ooh, why don't we give everybody about 5 more minutes and then we'll kind of jump into things. And then just bear with me tonight because I want to start doing more like screen sharing and stuff on here. And this is going to kind of be the test run tonight. So hopefully it works. I'm still pretty new to all this stuff. So hopefully you guys can be patient with me tonight and we can have some fun chatting it up. What's up, Adam? Brock, did you guys get hit with a bunch of that snow down there in Tulsa, or did that pass you guys up too? Well, the wifey's waiting. The thing's tomorrow, so we're gonna do the live stream tonight. I'm gonna get this little tablet and book going so we can kind of keep track of our fictional builds. But I've always wondered if you could just go on like BMX Museum and just be like, hey, I want a mid-school bike right now or an old school bike. I think we're gonna stick with mid-school on that one tonight and just build one up, like see if that's possible. You got 9 inches there? Damn, dude, that's crazy. The pressure system, I think, and I mean, dude, a week ago we were just getting slammed with rain, and now it's been like pretty warm. I mean, it rained a little day, but like all last week was sunny and pretty warm for this time of year. And then starting tomorrow, it's gonna get a little cooler, but it's gonna be sunny. So it's crazy. Mid-school, be the people forks with mounts I want on the museum. Dope. I mean, I'm going to be getting into the museum tonight, so hopefully we can mock something up. What's up, Joe Pack? How are you doing, buddy? Sorry to everybody that this was last minute. I know everybody's kind of used to me doing everything on Saturday, and that's what I'm going to keep trying to do. But I just didn't want to miss this week, because I've been having so much fun doing these. I was going to try to do, until I totally forgot about this basketball game. We were going to do an unboxing video tomorrow because one of my buddies, he tracked down his old early 90s dirt bike and got it shipped out here. And we were going to do an unboxing video. But I think we're just going to film that video tomorrow, and we'll just do this live stream tonight. So, yeah. Adam, where do you live at, Adam? Are you getting? It seems like everybody I've talked to, either than Oregon and California, are just getting smashed with super nasty weather. So yeah, hold on. I got a Monster to drink tonight, but I didn't get any candy. I got some beef jerky that I've almost finished eating. Are you in Houston? I saw some places in Texas got some snow. Was it just cold down there? Or did you guys get snow also? It's just my look. I just feel like I'm starting. It sucks because my nephew was calling me Santa Claus all winter, so I tried trimming the beard down. Really? Damn, so much snow everywhere. All right, so what time is it? 4:23, 4:25. We're going to start this build. Hopefully you guys can help me figure this out, and we'll see what type of build we can get together. And just anybody got random BMX questions or want to chat about random things? Hey, Kurt, no nerd gummies today. Literally, I walked across the street. I was like, I'm going to get a snack. And then I was like, got a Monster, and I was like, grab nerd gummies, and I literally heard your voice in my head, and I was like, I'm not getting nerd gummies. We're streaming right now. You just get in from school? Yeah. Dude, go turn the heater off, dude. It's so hot. Dude, I'm dying up here. But I didn't get nerd gummies today because I was embarrassed. So I just ate the last piece of beef jerky I bought. Okay, so I'm going to flip over to this other screen, see if this pulls up BMX Museum, and we'll go from there. Yep, wrong side. I got two Wilkersons right here. Oh, here, guys, give me 1 second. I'll let a few more people get in. My dad's calling me, and I need to just chat with him really quick. Give me just a second. Hey, Dad. How was your appointment? Why? What happened? Okay. Can I give you a call when I get off work? I'm just with some customers right now. Okay, I'll holler at you then. All right, love you, bye. Sorry, I had to check on that. My dad was supposed to have a doctor's appointment today, but I guess it got canceled. But I wanted to make sure everything was okay. Let's see what I missed over here. Yeah, they do, Adam. Dude, I can't run the Tubalitos, man. They stress me out when I work on them. You got 98, 98. Is 98, 99 Challenger, is that an international Challenger with the decals? Those ones are all, is that the last year of Challenger too? But yeah, Brock was saying I got both my Wilkersons up there. Dude, Adam, cutting out sugar. I mean, I don't drink or do anything, so sugar is like all I got, and it's like, my life would be better without sugar for sure. Why are BMX bikes like the 1900 GT BMX bikes? I mean, a lot that you see are going for 5,000 are people just fishing for prices. Windstorm. There's just people out there fishing. They're repainting bikes. They're making them. Don't buy into that, dude. If you want a 90s GT, just do some digging, do some research, figure out what you want. I mean, you can come on here and ask some questions. You can definitely get a bike for under $1,000, depending on which one you want. Now, there are some bikes that are going to push the price, but the 90s ones should not be that much. 80s ones are definitely going to be going over 1,000 if they're in decent or good shape, but the 90s ones shouldn't be. Does Chad have 0 Hashguard bikes in his collection? Hopefully I'm buying them all. I just talked to Chad earlier today. I was going to watch that Moeller video, and I was going to watch the one with the guy from TNT. I just haven't got a chance to. Adam, you know what's funny about those elementary stems is they used to be everywhere. Now you don't see them, and I feel like people are like hoarding them. Oh, it's after the International Challenge trip. Nice. Yeah, Windstorm. Just feel free, do some research, figure out which model you want, and dude, you can find one for cheaper than that. I mean, there's just people fishing for prices and trying to take advantage of people, and there's a lot of people doing like they're putting up fake accounts and just ripping people off. So you got to be really cautious of that. So, all right, cool. I'm going to pull this up and hopefully, I can't see you guys when I do that. Here, I'm going to pull this up really quick so I can see it on my phone and make sure I'm seeing what you guys are seeing. 1 second. I'm new to this, so thank you guys for being patient with me. All right, so what happens when I pull this up? No one's seeing that yet? All right. I don't think that's pulling that up. Okay. Let's see if I can share down here. Share stream. bmxmuseum.com. Share. Okay. So hopefully you guys are seeing this. Yo, Adam, thank you. Are you guys seeing? I just flipped back, but are you guys seeing the BMX Museum page when I pull it up? BMX fads I wish stick around. I mean, to be honest, I like seeing the fads come and go, Windstorm, because it just it's funner that way because stuff doesn't stick around forever. I'd have to see it, Matthew Dre. But I mean, I'd have to see it to really tell you. Okay. Adam says he sees the museum page. So, okay. Well, I'm going to start rolling into this. So, I'm going to click back and forth. To while we build this bike, but let's get into this thing. So can I scooch this over? And no, I can't do that. So all right, so for sale, let's go over here and look at frames. We're gonna do mid-school. If you guys see something weird going on with this stream, just let me know, so then I can correct it and stuff. So all right, so I'm going to try to figure out a frame, and I'm going to jump back and talk to you guys and see what you think. So what do we got here? Volume Dinosaur, $250, free shipping. Shipping on that would probably be about $40. That might be one. McNeil Miron frame, $260. All right. I want to find something that's like grabbing my attention more. Oh, I can just look down here on my phone and see your guys's comments while I do this. So let's see, Boss Curb Dog frame, Eastern Hercules. Do we want to get this nasty? The American made ones too. Performer. Here, 1 sec, guys. 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. My friend's daughter is knocking at the door. Fit by Co. Ooh, race version S&M. If you guys are seeing anything, let me know. E7 Sport. Scott, those Bully Bash Guard frame and forks. I need to see the condition of yours, but it's probably at least 1,200, but probably more now. What are we gonna go with? KH01. Dude, look at this Schwinn, $1,700. These were up in Portland. They built like the early race bikes. They built the Agile. They built, I think, the Van Homens and the Joey Garcias were all built here in Portland. So, yeah, these are pretty wild. But we're not gonna put the $1,700 into that today. Let me check some of your guys' questions. Sterling Frame Club. I've got a double top tube one. Is a FS500. They're not worth much. I mean, I think a lot of dudes like us got them, and they were like our first freestyle bike. If it's just the frame, I would think, depending on condition, between $100 and $200. Two hip sole. Here we go. This is what I'm starting to build with. What are your guys' thoughts on this? FBM old boy frame, 21-inch top tube. Who built them? Anodized Inc. No, a place called Kinesis. It was in Northwest Portland. So if you guys are doing a mid-school build, what do you think about the old boy? It kind of has a S&M Homes Geo. It's the Gilly, it's kind of the Gilly signature model. $350 with free shipping. That's not that bad on this. So that's what I'm going with on the frame. We're gonna mock that up. FBM, old boy. Let's see what the price is for a whole build today, if we can do it. Nice to see, dude. The Hellion with the head tube attached, yeah, is very rare. How's the feed looking with the thing up, guys? Does everything seem fine? Nothing like glitchy? Like I said, this is pretty new to me, so let me know if anything weird happens. So, all right, this is the frame we're going with. We in agreement? Well, BMX, Jorge, BMX Museum is, you're not just buying it from BMX Museum, you're buying it from members. I sell a ton on there. And if you look over here, my little arrow, this guy, Todd Walk, I wonder if it is Todd Wakoyak. Good reviews, 0 in different ones and 0 negative. So yeah, he's got a lot of good reviews. And then you trust how you figure out if you can trust a seller. That's looking good. All right, let's Todd's awesome, dude. I don't think people shouting him out for how good he was. What up, Nissan? I hope it's all good with you too. 2001 dirt bike, 600. I mean, that seems fair. Was it complete paint life or was it just frame? You look, Shane, you looking for pure 6? Adam, is there a lot of lag? I got to figure, like I said, I'm trying to figure all this out. So, no, Shad Secret Admirer is back. Great. Got some glitch. Hold on, I'm gonna get rid of Shad Secret Admirer. Drives me nuts. Okay, there we go. Let's go back to this. I'm sure it's just one of my friends fucking with me. Du-du-du. I thought there'd be more essence. Pretty good on here, though. Odyssey Race Forks. I'm tempted with the Odyssey Race Forks, but dude, send me a picture of that thing, Joe. I'd love to see it. Is that what you rode before? Man, I feel like all the S&M forks are gone. Oh. Later mid school. Yeah, just like. There we go. I think those are ones that are kind of copied off the Zima ones from England. Yeah, let me close this other page, and we'll just keep BMX Museum up for now. Hopefully that works. I mean, I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. So full build, solid KP Ripper, all NOS. I'm sure you could sell that thing easily, Shane. People love those. All right, we're gonna do these. What do you guys think of these forks for the FBM old boy? I'm writing it down. 120. I wonder what this bike's gonna cost. All right, let's go look at stems. Stem. I had another window open, so I closed that. So hopefully things are running smoother. Oh, my buddy Matt just got a pair of those. Ooh. All right, guys. What are you guys' thoughts? You think a casket stem over this Challenger? Shoot, man's part from BMX Inferno. Who's the guy throwing him around at the beginning of this? So sorry, it's off topic. Can anybody answer, Aaron? I know. Let's see if anybody can answer really quick. Guess the total, 2,241. I'll put that guess down. We'll see how close you come. 241. Aaron, that was I just had the name in my head and it just popped. That was Mike Losman. That was actually Jimmy's like best friend. He rode for S&M. He rode for Metal. Just like I think any best friends, they just got in an argument and got in a fight. So, no self-respecting. Yeah, the casket. I mean, if everybody's leaning towards a casket, I think would have wrote a cat. $100 from Adam. All right, you think we're gonna be sitting at 15? Yeah, Losman's super awesome. I just think that was one. I mean, dude, I've gotten it. Yeah, Jimmy's an awesome dude. He's super cool. Challengers on the race bike, casket strip out. I agree with both of you guys. People rode caskets so much, but I do agree with Kurt too. So we're gonna throw the silver XL1 on. We're at 109. Headset for it really quick. Mid school. Pretending we're building this bike. I'm not gonna buy everything. Unless somehow the channel started, you could build a fun mid-school bike for. So we got an FSA Pig Chrome cheap 1 1/8 A headset. Needs Gorilla Cups. I would say it needs a Gorilla Cup if it was like a super heavy duty street bike, but this is going to be kind of a trail street build. So, I mean, if you guys think we could do the Pig headset. I always preferred the tank over a Gorilla Cup, but I feel like that's going to get more expensive. Right now we're building up an FBM Old Boy in red. So the Gilly, kind of the Gilly signature. No, Adam, I'm not going to buy that stuff. If I had the money, it would be super cool to do that. But like I said, usually I do the live streams on Saturday, and we were going to do an unboxing for that one, but my wife and I are going to go to a Blazer game, so I had to come up with something last minute. So we're just kind of we do. So sorry, I wish I had more money. I have a hard time paying bills. So okay, we're gonna. What do you guys think? Hose clamp. I like the hose clamp, but I feel like that's more dead school. Okay, let's go with the pig. FSA pig. And this one is going to be $40. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out how much stuff would cost if we did a build. I'm just looking to see. Yeah, sorry, this one's kind of all over the place, guys. All right, the wide bars. But my buddy Tommy rode the turn bars, and they pretty much were just slam geometry. They rode totally fine. Primo mustache. What do you think? Mustache bars? Kurt, what do you think about mustache bars? Yay. Needs FBM bars. All right, let's see if we can find FBM bars. I feel like they're going to be really expensive. $5. I mean, a lot of dudes rode mustache bars. It's paint life. It's okay. Maybe one day we'll get to that point. But I mean, that would be insane. I mean, maybe one day we can do that. But that's not going to happen through and just see how much a bike would be if we just wanted to do that. You know, if you were just a person out there wanting to build up a mid-school bike, if you could actually build the whole thing on ours. I don't know if your guys' internet's slow or if me doing this screen sharing. I mean, maybe I'm gonna have to look into something to change this in the future. So if we do screen sharing, I have more bandwidth or something. I'm gonna go with the Primo mustache bars that were up here. Okay, 45. Let's see if I'm try 140p. I don't, to be honest, Cars for Driving, I don't even know how to change that stuff. I'm just gonna press this button over here while I'm streaming. That is not it. I'm gonna have to do some more research. If anybody's good at this stuff, maybe send me a message on Instagram at Shad4130 so I can get better at it, chatting with you about it for stuff here in the future. So, all right, we got mustache bars, grips. I mean, if we're gonna do grips, I mean, I don't really need to look them up in here. Just think ODI long necks. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put ODI long necks. They're $10. That's easy. Yeah, I thought this would be fun. I didn't know there might be a little bit of lag. So yeah, so it's Matt. Is that actually Todd Wakowiak, or is it just another Todd just using Todd Walk on there? We were wondering that. Let me know. You think long necks? Long necks. Yep. So we're gonna do long necks. I'm gonna find brakes for it. Want to use. Find you some damn Primo Comet tires. What size do you ride? It sucks because like a year ago I had like 4 of them and I sold them on the museum. All right. Are we in agreement that it should just be a Tech 77 and an 8990? When everybody started going to smaller sprockets, and the Ombre was just a different spring kit. 8990, I feel, is like what most people would have ran on that, and it would have had the posted brakes. So, oh, I don't want too hip. Get that out of there. All right, Tech 77, left. Give me a right hand Tech 77. Dirty Harry. Okay, we were just wondering because it, you know, if that was him. You know what we're gonna do? This is what I always used to do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy this left hand Tech 77 and run it upside down because then you don't get hit. Then when you flip it upside down, the bolt doesn't hit your thumb. So Tech 77, 2250, so 30 for that. I'm just gonna put down $10 for a brake cable. And let's find it 89.90. I can see the thumbnail. That's awesome, man. Hold on to that thing because, yeah, you know how. I'm sure you know how crazy they've gotten. Okay, 89.90. We don't need it with a brake plate. I don't need a lot of them. Dang, there isn't that many on here. What are you guys' thoughts if we go with a Tektro? It's $25 shipped. I'm thinking that too, Kurt. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Tektro just because everything else is crazy expensive on here. So Tektro 990, 25. Okay, so we pretty much got the whole front end of the bike. How much, Red Dead, how much was the GT drop no seat? I mean, I know those kind of go between 100 and 200 and fluctuate all day. Okay, we're going to look at wheels. Let's find a wheel set for it. This is going to, I think, be the hardest part, one of the hardest parts of the museum. Oh, shit. Array of RB17 wheels. Red line, let's look at these. I love it too, man. I'm checking out these wheels for the old boy build. Continental Trail tire. These are pretty rough. I wish those RB17s were nice. Pretty crusty. I'm going to pass on these. 160. I mean, we could, but I feel like there's something better out there. Hula hoops. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a complete wheel without having to. Not like I'm actually going to build it, but no one would ride the Haro Mega Hubs on this bike. I mean, maybe somebody did, but. TNT Derringer hubs, Chrome Sun. That's too much. Stealth Mags, Endless High Flash 48, Sun Big City 48, early 90s Super B. There's a lot of wheels on here. You have a set of Big City 48s on there? Big Cities seem good. Let me just look. Maybe we will go with those. I'm just looking there. Maybe there's a Primo wheel set up here. Price drop array 20. No. Our wheel set. Specialized flip flop. Should we do the Peregrine Super Pros 1200? Andy, how much are your Big Cities on there? Are they black? I'm gonna type them in. Let's see what they look like. I don't see them. Big City 225. Big City Primo Fly. Is that you? Ambest, is this yours? See, this hub's too late. We're gonna need a freewheel hub. Well, that first wheel set might be the best one. CBCs. Huh, I looked at it. Big City. Oh, there you are. I just thought that was one wheel. Oh, yeah. What do you guys think? I think this would actually be a dope wheel set for this. Oh, the back axle's been cut slotted, but you got a replacement. All right, Andy, our fictional bike is going to get your wheels. $225. Okay, we got wheels. Let's do seat and seat post. Yeah, stuff's still lagging. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I appreciate it. So, I know this is kind of a random video from what we normally do. All right, we got mid-school category seats. What seat do you think we should ride? A Primo? Hemorrhoid seat? That's what I'm kind of thinking too. It just feels like the standard. I mean, let's go up here, see what Primo. Hemorrhoid. Here we go. This one's pretty nice. Is this a later one? Well, I'm gonna let it slide, but I feel like $75 for that one with it cracking is pretty expensive, but I don't think there's a better option. Steroid Primo white. We don't want the white sparkle. Okay, we're gonna go with the other one. All right, Primo Hemorrhoid, $75. You think a Viking clamp? Mike Kip, I do. I sell a lot more than I buy on BMX Museum, but I buy. If something comes up and I'm doing a build, I buy stuff on the museum. And like I was saying earlier, if someone's got a lot of good reviews, I wouldn't be too worried about buying from them. I feel like BMX Museum's a lot safer than people buying off Facebook Marketplace or off Instagram, where there's just nothing to regulate at all. You can't see what the sellers, like their positives or negatives. All right, let's find a seat post. Probably just a Primo. Could be a Thompson, but I feel like that's getting expensive. Should we do a Thompson? Cars for driving. I feel like we need something slimmer than a Viking, just since it's leaning a little more trails than street. Do you think we should do the Thompson post since we are kind of leaning a little more trails? Like maybe I'm going to go the Thompson post. I think it's more fitting. $75. Yeah, Michael Kip. I think the Primo rod would be the second one, but I just think since it's a little more of a trails bike, I'm going to try to keep it a little lighter with the Thompson post. Okay, I got that one. I'm going to go to seat clamps. And I do agree that the Primo Viking would probably be awesome, but I just feel like maybe if you were building this bike up, especially if you had the Thompson post, something a little more unique or old. See, I always rode these in the 90s. And you know what? I'm going to run it right now because I like this seat clamp. And I just think it's just kind of a little unique thing on them. I mean, I used to ride weird clamps on mine, so. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yes, Primo rod, animal clamp. A profile clamp's not too late, and I think that'd be fine. But I'm gonna go with the GT because this is just what I rode back then, so I kind of have a little nostalgic feeling to it. Okay, we got GT clamp. I guess we should jump down to drivetrain. Let's see if we can find some cranks for it. Arrows, mid school. Cranks. I'm thinking just profiles, but unless maybe primos. What do you guys think? Cruiser gear 200 GT profile crank. We're building up an FBM old boy. That's kind of we're just going. Oh, here, one sec, guys. Somebody's at the door. And the pretty now a lot of people are out of ice. And we're going to have 2 brands. I think it's that one though, the 18. It's an aluminum frame. So it's the lightest one out there. Go and check those out. I'll be at one. Call. We can chat about it. But I know a lot of other people are out there, so I'm not going to throw those into it because they probably won't be here till the spring. Yeah, but Colt's a great company, and we're not trying to talk about it. But let me work out the model. I will go home and check it out. And you guys talk about it. I know that's going to take them probably push right and just swallow it up and out of it. And then you can go on to the bigger size. That one is, but that one's going to be too big. It is. So they're 4-3. Okay. Oh yeah, you don't need to spend it all. You're gonna get plenty of life. Yeah, well then, yeah. Because like we have plenty on this, you get some more open base ones as well as low base ones. So I'm gonna throw a phone here. That light right there, you would. I mean, I honestly, that light's too big for it. It's that light, you want to be, that light's more like for your mom size. Now here's it. The other light looks exactly like this. It's just a tiny bit smaller. So you're gonna have dude, I've been in the same position as you. I worked paper route, saved up all this money to do it. You look at the bike shop, other than you look at the bike shop and resume. We were closed on Sunday. And I wanted to buy so bad even True Value hardware. I bought Murray when I should have bought Tuahara and waited one more week. The bike I'm suggesting you're gonna have literally so much more fun on because it's gonna fit you properly and be lighter. You're gonna be able to put pegs on it if you want something lighter and get pegs. You're gonna be able to do all the same stuff. It's just gonna work better for you. And usually we have the images right after Christmas, and today was the first day I started writing out orders to start doing orders. So, let's say you call me tomorrow and you want to fight. I can bring it up with the phone, the ship Monday, you might have it Monday or Thursday. So pretty bad. You could, but I would just come in with the bike and try it on while you pedal it, so you can see what it looks like and look out of it. I know you got the money to throw in a hole in your pocket, and you know what? A younger guy that works to save up money, so I would just check this. I think this might be, I mean, if you wanted to buy one right now, so, you know, but I think you should just go home and look at it. Call me. I'm just trying to, like, get into the ride for a little, you know? So you want some color spokes, some different color tires down the line, you can totally do all. So, we got it 4:30. Okay, so I'm gonna put my name down here at the bottom. My name is Chad. The Bolt COP and an 18-inch. I can go check those out. If you want to like, feel free to just call me and we can ride it next week. I don't want to, I know you're excited. You're working hard, but I don't want you to buy something, do it right now, and then have it not work. Like, I still ride bikes, but freestyle, jump, ride skate parks. And I want you to be able to get on the bike and have a lot of fun. So, check those out. And then, order me tomorrow if you get interested. Like I said, that's really the only company that's got 18s right now for at least a month and a half, 2 months. So, and it's one of the nicer ones too. So, it's 21 pounds, so it's really light. So, and then yeah, you kind of check out helmets, running pegs, and talk about other spokes, and all that stuff. So, what's your guys' name? Hey, Sarah, I'm Chad. What's your name? Nice to meet you. So, yeah, give me a holler. You guys live here in Portland? Okay, yeah, not too far. So, yeah, if you wanted, if you like it, you go ahead already work on, and you can start getting it out if you want to. That's not all right? Okay, cool. I hope I didn't. Okay, I just want to be. I've been literally in this same position about, I think, I'm 1 year older than you, and I regret, like, it's like one of these, I would just been patient, you know? So, it'll be a better ride for you. So, all right, cool. All right, thank you guys. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, thank you very much. You too. Appreciate you guys. I'm back. All right, what did I miss? The seller of the G3 cranks, friend of mine. Currently doing this with the Aiken S3.6, 3.5. I think that's the best year Aiken. Profiles like the animal. Yeah, I think on my buddy used to ride those Haro sprockets, there by road inverted, but I think on this one, I think it's like leaning a little more trails. And sorry about that. I had to go downstairs. Somebody was asking about bikes, and I was talking to a little dude about some bikes. We ran out of 18s over Christmas. I wrote down a few for him to go check out, so hopefully he gives me a call back tomorrow. I'm gonna go with these GT cranks because I always like the GT profiles, and people rode those well up to the late 2000s. And I think it just gives it a little more of a trail vibe. But this gear on here, I think it's like 41. So we're gonna still get a, well, maybe the old boy that we're virtually building up is red. T1. Would that have been? What are you guys thinking about the T1 Gower power sprocket for it? Do you think we should go with this, or should we go with something a little more light? Oh, Aaron, we were just talking about those videos earlier. I was going to watch them tonight. I haven't got to catch them yet. Yeah, I'm thinking 44 tooth. Tree really wasn't out yet. So this bike we're dealing with is probably like 99 tooth. Cars for driving. You think the Keith Gower? I'm kind of thinking the Gower Power. Let me see what anybody else says. Chime in, guys. Let's see. Making the decision. Let's get to Gower Power sprocket. And this is, this ain't cheap. God, mid-school stuff is getting expensive. I'm kind of thinking just primo tenderizers. That's what I always rode back then. I like pedals. No problem. I'm psyched to see what you guys do with it. You got 7 inches of snow in Dallas? Dude, like 2 days ago here, it felt like it was almost 60 degrees. It's crazy. Hey, look, I'm selling I'm going to buy this pedal for me. We're going to go tenderizers. I'm just going to put down a chain and just charge us $15. I'm not going to go too crazy since chains weren't that crazy then. So we got wheels, we got gear, we got brakes. What are we missing? I'm going to run through the list. I think we got everything. Oh, do we want to use the tires that came on the wheels, or do we want to? Dude, it's crazy. I can't believe everybody's been getting so slammed with snow. It's insane. You know, the cars for driving those mosh pedals, when we first opened my shop, people loved those because they were kind of, they didn't have the same concave as DX, and I think DX feel fit better, but they were a sealed pedal, and at the time they were like $30. And I had so many friends running those, but the pins on them are just so frightening to me. I'm going to try to find some Primo tires for this thing. I'd hold on to those. What year did one-piece guard sprockets start coming out? And who did the first? A lot of people had bolt-on ones. And then, you know, they had just big sprocket pockets, bolt-on. And then Ebco made a sprocket that had a proprietary, sprocket pocket for it. But I think just a one-piece machine. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say McNeil, but I could be totally wrong on that. V-Monster 2.25. No. Oh, geez. We're going to be hurting on tires here. 2 Primo. Would you guys be opposed to a wall tire in the rear? And maybe a knobby up front? You know what? I think we're just going to stick with the knobbies that came with that wheel set. So it just looks like Gilly's bike, which is big knobbies on it. Oh, sick. How much did you get for the blue V-Monsters? Okay, I think we're going to stick with those tires that came on the big city wheels because they look like they'd be ready to take Northeast trails. Should we put 2 pegs thinking? Were T1 pegs out 99? Or should we go with Primo Stogies? Hucker tire. I'm going to stick with the knobbies for right now. God, you guys with these Schwinn Hucker tires. Hold on. Let me find these pegs first. Maybe we'll go back to tires. I'm not putting bullet caps on it. Hoffman pegs. Yeah, OG kink pegs. Well, they don't have any T1s for sale. Let's see if they have any kinks. That's a good. Yeah, I don't know why that slipped my brain. Kink 3/8 light pegs, USA made. Would the lights have been out yet, or were they? I remember these lights when they came out because the kink pegs were 4140 chromoly, and these were so heat treated that I had friends that grinded them and they would just explode because they were so hard. But I think we're going to go with these kink pegs. What do you think? Kink pegs, $60. All right, let me know. Should we stick with the knobbies, guys, or should we go back and figure out some tires? Yeah, Rad Dad, I've never done this before. I warned everybody when I went into it that I was trying to do the screen sharing, and I guess it's lagging, so I apologize. I said if anybody there knows kind of more about this than me, please reach out to me on Insta, Shad4130. So, if we do more of this stuff in the future, or I'd like to do it where we could watch videos together, I can adjust some stuff on my computer so it works better for this. Euro BB T1 would go for what size top tube is it, Michael? Well, we're almost done, so I'm gonna pop off the share here in just 1 second. So let me just, you know what? I think we got everything. So I'm gonna pop off the share because it sounds like it's lagging really bad. This is working now, guys. What's our? I'm gonna add this up really quick. And we just went on there. What it would cost to build a fun mid-school bike. So let me so I'm going to read it off. I think up to like 97 stable. So maybe this is just something with the weather or stuff that's going on over on our neck of the woods. So sorry if there's a lag. Yeah, she is, guys. Yeah. Nobby's always comp 3 and a V Monster. That's a good combo. I would think barcode. Let's see, Michael. Didn't put a top tube link? Oh, 21. I would think between 400 to 700, depending on the condition. Is it better, Rad Dad? Yeah, I was getting a thing at the top of my screen saying there's a connection issue. So maybe there's just something going on in my neighborhood. But I'm sure me having that extra window made it weird. So, I'd like to get these to be more where we can just flip through things and check things out together, but it's a learning process. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I don't think Moss does exist anymore. I'd hold on to it, Michael. I'd hold on to it. Thank you, Windstorm. I mean, dude, this is just for fun for me. I think sometimes I have more fun doing this than everybody else. And to be honest, I just watch all the videos on my channel all the time anyways. But I super appreciate that. And I'm just going to keep doing them. Metal daggers are dope. Okay, I'm going to add this up. So we're going to that 21-inch. Oh, hold on really quick. If anybody else wants to throw out their prices, what they think this is going to come to, I have a 1,500, 2,241. Give me like three more guesses on prices, guys. I'm going to say this. I'm going to go with 1950. That's mine. 1750. 1600. Oh, Aaron and I are both 1950. All right, give me one more, guys. One more, and then we'll go. Cars River Driving, were you the 2,241? Oh, whoa. Hold on, Michael. So do you have Wilbur's Skyway TA? That's interesting. Is that it? So I'm assuming that's Wilbur's Skyway TA. 1951. Oh, okay. All right. 1951. Price is right. 2,358. I'm honestly thinking it might be worth 2,000. Oh, it's Weasels. Wow. Dude, if you got an Instagram, I'd just love to see that bike. Weasel was so dope for like that hot minute in like 95, 96. Weasel, dude, He killed it. If you got an Instagram, I'd love for you to share a photo of that with me. Mine's just Shad4130. Oh, that's awesome, dude. 1870. Okay, that's the last one I'm taking because my whole page is getting filled up. Okay, I'm gonna price it out. 350. I was a big Weasel fan when I was younger. I thought he was dope. 350 for the old boy frame. 120 for the S&M pitchforks, and this is with the shipping prices because we got to ship it all in. 109 for the Primo XL casket in silver. We're going to do an FSA Pig headset, and that's costing us $40. Primo mustache bars. The bars on there, it was slim pickings. So we're going to do 45 on the Primo mustache. ODI long necks, or we're just going to put down $10. And then we're doing that left side Tech 77, flipping it upside down on the right. And that's $30. Just a brake cable's 10. We couldn't find any 8090, so we're going with the Tektro version. And that's 25. We're doing the big city wheels with those knobby tires that we're going to run, and those are 225. That's a pretty good deal. Primo hemorrhoid seat. Ugh, this was kind of expensive. $75 shipped. So we're at 1,039, guys. Thompson post. We splurged. We got a Thompson seat post. $75. GT seat clamp, kind of keeping that old school flavor, single clamp on there. $20. We're going to GT profile cranks, 175. Those are 220. We're going with a T1 Gower power sprocket in 44 tooth, and that's going to be $100. Primo tenderizers in blue. Those are 40. We're just going to do a normal KMC like 510 chain, $15. And kink light pegs for 60. So we are at $50. I said 1950. So who said Pat was $1,600? Yeah, so we just went and kind of like, jotted up $1,600. You can still build a mid-school bike up if you're trying to get into collecting. You can go on BMX Museum, build a pretty dope mid-school bike. The FBM Old Boy is an awesome bike. You can build up a dope mid-school bike that you could still ride, or you could take to shows. You could do a little both. That Old Boy you could take to some of the vintage races and race it. But for $1,600, or what did I say? $1,569. It's still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but I actually thought it was going to be more. Did you get? What do you guys think? What do you think? TS Visual Media. Yeah, dude. Hey, sorry. Something came up where I was going to have to miss tomorrow, so I did this one last minute. We were going to do an unboxing tomorrow, but I'm just going to have to make a video of that, and so I jumped on kind of last minute on this. So I apologize. Yeah, Aaron Diver. It really isn't. I think back then it would have probably been between 12 and, really at the high end 1350. So I didn't think it was that bad. Compared to old school prices, maybe we'll do one with old school next time. Maybe we can figure out the thing so it's not lagging so bad. But I don't think it's that bad to get into a mid-school bike. I'll have to look it up after. Yeah, I do. My friend's kid's hollering at me. He probably knows more about this than me. Errol, I'll just chat with you afterwards, but I'm just doing it straight on YouTube. Yeah. But I don't think the streaming is. I started doing some screen sharing, and that's where I started getting lag.
Oh, okay. We're gonna download this thing called OBS Studios, but it's for like YouTube streaming.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna chat. I know you know more. You know more about that than me, so I'll chat with you about it. My buddy's kid, he rides with us too. He rips at riding. It sounds like he knows way more. So hopefully we can get this figured out. Recap total 1569. Yeah. You know, I feel like with the race bikes, the ones that sell the highest are like that. I feel like you could get an old school bike, like a 70s or an early 80s bike. Still, the prices aren't crazy. There are frames there, but if you do that 88 to like 94, 93, those ones are just like crazy expensive because like any of those ones you get, all the crank sets are going to be well over $1,000 because you're going to ride GT, aluminums, profile squares, redline single pinch flights, maybe Cook Brother cranks, you know, just stuff that's like those bikes just jump. There's, I mean, I know from when I built up my 89 dirt bike, I'm lucky I traded for almost everything on that bike because some of the stuff is just outrageous on those. Ooh. Oh, somebody holding some nice Minty Array Super 7Xs. I thought you said you had some, and I was like, I might be hitting you up. I feel the mid-school race bikes are what sell the. Yeah, I do think the mid-school the race bus stuff does sell more than the freestyle stuff right now. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that, and it, you know, it just seems so new. You do. Yeah, Andy, see, yeah, just that's right there. I think it's the end of, you know, 93. That area between, like, I mean, kind of that dead school area, those things are expensive. All the chrome is dead. Yeah, dude, the chrome. I'm actually might be sending a bunch of crappy wheels. Like, they're not crappy, they're just all flaking. I might be sending a bunch to Taiwan to try to get chromed. So, not that they'll probably be any better, but maybe I can keep them for a few more years before I start peeling again. I honestly don't know what it cost me, and I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Yeah, so what time is it? Yeah, we got a little bit more. If anybody has any more questions, sorry, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was, you know, I know it was kind of last minute. But yeah, I kind of had fun going through pricing that up. Maybe we'll do an old school bike sometime. And if I can't get the streaming thing done where it's not glitching at Rad Dad, I can just pull up a magazine and we can go through it with the old school ones. Because it would be, I thought this would maybe be a little shorter and I could squeeze an old school one in. But I'm wondering if you did a custom build freestyle bike from like 88, like how much it would be. A Fuller, I don't know how to say your name. Pork Chop BMX just did repop. Oh, they're not rainbows. They repopped yellow labels. But if you wanted to get some yellow labels, they just did repop them. You're gonna run Tech 77s on there? Nice. Your chain should be, well, maybe shoot me a message tomorrow. We should track your chain that's going out, just because that snow might be slowing it down a little. Can I send you a few hoops to dip in chrome? Steven, why don't we wait to see what mine look like when they come back? And then, you know, maybe we could do a group thing with everybody on here and send some over to get chromed. So, $6,000 to $8,000. What's $6,000 to $8,000? What did I miss? I might be chroming a few Peregrines, but my Peregrines, to be honest, the Peregrine chrome, I think is better than the old Araya chrome. Oh, that's you, dude. It's so funny because people will be like, "Hey, I was talking to you last night in live stream," and I'll be like, "Oh," and I just don't know everybody's names. And yeah, There you go. Yeah. If I find some rainbows, I'll let you know. I think it's weird they repop the yellow labels over the rainbows, but um, yeah. Do you think, since you deal with a lot of that mid-school GT stuff and a lot of like, aluminum frames, do you think those are more expensive than, let's say, you were building up a 1990 GT Pro Series, or if you were building up an old Titan or a Weight Bear or something? Do you think the race prices around 97 are more expensive than the race prices like from 89 to 88? Thank you for being patient, Rad Dad. Yeah, the snow looks like it's obliterating every place else. There was a spot in the late 90s. It was 8-foot tall cement, but they didn't have 4-foot quarters on each side. So are you, Michael Kipp, are you talking about that spot? Oh, you're talking about the spot in, so there's the first spot I thought you were talking about was the spot in Paris that Hoffman and them rode in the late 80s. I've never seen really footage of it, but I've seen in an old Go, there's like a brick street spine, there's a bank to wall, all this stuff. But you're talking about the spot that's in Fit Barcelona and a few other videos, like Justin Inman and a few dudes are riding it. That was in Barcelona. It was like a mini ramp with like kind of a roller spine thing in the middle, and it was like kind of a sub box on each side with the ducks. So yeah, that was in Barcelona. 6 to 8 for that's for a newer 80s build. I was talking about just pulling out the magazine, Rad Dad, and seeing how much it would have been to build it in 1988. Yeah, I think we went through and tried build. We can do that too. It would be scary, just because how many people are fishing on prices out there. The 1990 GT Pro Series, the big money item is the GT SR cranks. Be a middle chrome man. I wouldn't be mad being a middle. I mean, if it's the one with the little brochure in Barcelona. By me, Jorge Perez. Are you in Barcelona? See around lace tipple. Alice and Houston just triple chrome some arrays for my buddy for 1.4. That's not bad, dude. A lot of places around here, when you hit them up to chroming, they just don't even want to mess with the BMX stuff because it's not big enough, The mid-school, mid-90s that I collect all the GT profiles. Yeah, that's about normal for that, yeah. Don't pull the mag. Dude, you know what makes me sick, Rad Dad? I'm not gonna pull the thing. I went back on BMX Museum, and because I've been selling on there since like the early 10s, and I sold a 1987 GT Pro Performer in bubblegum pink. It had black Tomahawk mags. It didn't have brakes on it. I remember my car broke down and I had to sell it, and I sold it. I think it was 2011 for $250 shipped. That makes me sick when I think about it. And just seeing some of the other bikes that I've sold just makes me very sad. So miss my GT Aggressor. I messed up by selling that one. So, all right, guys, I'm going to jump off in about 15 minutes. So if anybody has any more questions, throw them at me. I'm not going to be mad if anybody shoots a tip at me, because then I'm going to go buy some dinner afterwards. But whatever, I'm just playing. Real quick, you know what we could do? First off, I just got this. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Nasty's World, but I'm going to be posting this up next week. And before I leave, hold on. Did anybody ever see these old trading cards, the Rad Dudes? Anybody ever see these back in the day? So my buddy Chris just went home and brought back some stuff, and he brought some of these. So I thought I'd open these up. We can finish tonight with this. Arrow, one sec, guys. Will you kind of look that stuff up and we can chat about it next time? Yeah, send me a link. because it'd be fun to like watch videos and do all that stuff on here, but it sounded like it was just lagging tonight.
And you should try to use that monitor too.
I don't know if that monitor would do it, but I was thinking,
Hook the laptop.
and then I'd probably have to get I was thinking about getting a external camera too,
Good.
just because it might look a little better.
Yeah.
Just send me a link and I'll chat with you more about it, because I know you know all about that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anybody see these? Atlas, damn, Rad Dad, I might have to hit you up. Just have these arrayas that I've been trying to get to Stu Johnson, and they're pretty nasty. They're Super 7s, but I'd like to get them to him. Yeah, I may hit you up. Mid-school 90s. Okay. I'm going to open this Rad Dude's trading card, and we're going to see what's in it. This is how we're going to finish this live stream, guys. So let's see. These are straight up from, they look like late 80s, or what did they say? I know these were made in Washington. These were made in Linwood, Washington. Does it have a year? It doesn't have a year, but if there's gum in here, I'm eating it. No gum. Okay, we got it open. So, okay, these are stupid. We've got Alien Exchange Student. Okay. Hurt and Harry. Totally Buff Tina. The 4 Rad Dudes. Oh, this skate one's pretty cool. Wipeout Wayne. There's some BMX ones. Oh my God, gave it away. Dude, that's what the going price was back that way. Back then. All right, I'm going to open up another one of these, and hopefully we can find the BMX one. Hey, FLJ. How you doing, buddy? I sold my mid-school stuff for peanuts. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, just having a bike is fun. I'm not going to stress about it. I do miss my GT Aggressor. I sold that to pay for my dad's, our old family car, to kind of get it going again after we pulled it out of the field. I still regret selling it. There's a video on our YouTube if you want to check it out. I made a video of it right before I sold it. So open up another pack. Let's see if we can get the BMX one. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. What's for dinner? Portland has such good eats. Yeah, I don't know. My wife said she wanted to go out tonight. I would like to go to Eam. It's like a Thai fusion Texas barbecue place. That's like probably my favorite place in town. They have this burnt brisket white curry that's like I could take a bath in it. Okay, we got Big Bruff Brian. Kicking Kevin. Come on, give me the BMX one. Remote control Craig is being chased by a car. None of these are as crazy as the ones that people taking a picture of the guy taking a shit. Video Mad Vince. What's the Standard that made the Deucer? I don't think Standard made the Deucer. I don't know what frame that is. Cannonball Corey. Man, we ain't going to get a BMX one, are we? Mini Video Vinny. These are like Bobo, Garbage Pail Kids. Awesome B-Ball Blake. Downhill David. Oh, shit. Oh, I just cheated. Pitchin' Pete. And here's a BMX one. We got Boombox Brian. Let's see what everybody's saying. Go back to Tina. Is Chris Hallman that guy ever Peacock's dad? Sorry. So are you asking if Chris Hallman is ever Peacock's dad? I don't think he is. I mean, I know Hallman. I don't know Ever, but I think they're from the same area, but I don't think it's his dad. Chris Hallman's super rad. I worked with him at Woodward, and he's probably one of the most underrated like mid-school pros. Yeah, he's crazy good. Okay, last one we're opening. I heard there's 2 BMX ones, so we got Boombox Brian. I'm gonna keep him up on top. Does anybody out there collect cards like this? Is anybody a card collector that I'm talking to? Maybe I could shoot you these because I'm not gonna really need them. I might keep a couple. Okay, we got another downhill David. We don't need him. Another remote control Craig. Video Mad Vince. I'm just trying to see if there's one we haven't got. 2 downhill Davids in this one pack. That's whack. Pitch and Pete. Another Boombox Brian. Okay. We got running back Ryan. Old Dirty Dangles. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And the last one. Dude, we got Stunt Bike Steve. We got both the BMX ones. I got 2 Boombox Brians and a Stunt Bike Steve doing a candy bar. I don't know what to do with these. Anybody out there want these cards? Maybe I can split them up. Send them to you guys with a good sticker. I got some Snakebite stickers getting made too. So, yeah. Lots of good footage of Hallman and Roadville 5. You know, it's funny. If you search on the Snakebite YouTube, there's a Bully Bikes tour stop. It's called the Bully Slow Wives Tour. And before their demo starts, Chris Hallman's riding their mini ramp. And it's like 1990. And it's funny when you watch him ride compared to the guys doing the show were awesome. It was Mark Crunchick and John Byers. And Byers is ripping Aaron. Mark Crunchick is riding like a weird dead school type style, a lot of foot plants, some nose picks. But Hallman's out there doing like ice to fakie and like all this stuff that was very progressive for the time. Yeah. Maybe when I get some Snakebite stickers, I'll throw these in with some stickers for some of the guys on here. So am I just too old now? Which Kid Wilson, which album? Because I kind